Right, okay. So then I'm going to add my third one also. So this is this image of Sigiri and just copy and paste the text here. And this time, okay, this text. Okay, let's change the color of this text box to some other color like okay, looks good. But you can see the alignment or the gap is not regular. So some are having more gaps, some are having few gaps. So likewise, the gap is not really good. So I can make it even or equal. So I'm going to use a little small trick. So look at this. Let me, I have repeated that few times. So that is equal RAND within bracket 1,4, close the bracket, that will help you. Right, I have sent it in the chat. Equal RAND, then one paragraph with each with 4 lines. Okay, so see the trick that I'm going to use. See the trick that I'm going to use. I'm not going to use anything, any magic. Instead of that, I'm going to insert another shape. That shape is a rectangle, but that rectangle I'm going to draw over these shapes. And I'm going to change the color of this rectangle to white.
So I came now, what did you do?
With no outline. Right? So see how I have applied that. Right? So what I did, I'm repeating. So I just want to make these gaps even. So I'm going to insert a new shape that is a rectangle, and I'm going to draw the rectangle from here to here. Right? And then change the color to white, and then change the outline to nothing. And you can see now the gap is even. It's equal. Right? So equal gap. So I'm going to copy that, Control C, Control V, and apply the same space here. And Control C, Control V, apply the same space here. Now it's looks more professional because the space between these are equal. Then to keep the space between the other corner, what I'm going to do again. So I'm going to do that horizontally also. Insert shape, a rectangle with white color. Just put the color white, no outline. Control C to copy, Control V to paste, and just put it in this side also. Now the gap is equal. Control C, Control V. I'm going to make this also the same gap, but reduce the size, reduce the height actually. Reduce the height and keep it here. Control C, Control V. Now you can see the outline is there. Don't keep any outlines. Just remove the outline by going to the shape format. Outline, I'm going to remove. Okay, copy, paste. Use the same gap here. Copy, paste, Control C, Control V. Use the same gap here. You can see there's a space mismatch in here. Okay, I think I'm done. Here also you can see outline. Just remove the outline. Here also, just remove the outline. Now it's your time. You can share the screen, right? So those who have done can start sharing the screen. Then I can also see how you have done. Dihan, can you share? Okay, looks good. The spacing, third one need to be added, and spacing. So you can, like, you have to edit the spacing, right? Okay. Anyone else? Anyone else wish to share? Shamin, have you done? Can you share?
Sir, I'm creating the second picture, sir.
Right, okay. Share it, and I can see what you have done up to now, the progress. Right. So can see, okay, beautiful places in Sri Lanka. S and L should be capital, and that's why I underline. Again, the gap you have to make it more even. The gap should be more even, right? So that you can do by, so no need to do that. Later you can do by inserting a shape. So I think you can remember what I did, right? So after formatting, what I did is I have inserted a shape. I have inserted a shape, and I have like placed the shape over here like this. Then I change the color to white, no outline, and you can see by doing that, I kept some gap between between the image and text. Here also I can just increase and see, keep the same gap. Here also, if I need, I can increase and keep the same gap. That is using shapes. Right, you can make it even, same size, by using that kind of shape. Okay, I think yeah. So final step, after doing this, how you can publish. This is one side, right? So you have another one side remaining that you can actually do in the as a homework. So anyway, please remember that next week you will have the examination, and anyway, you will not get questions from Word. A few will be there, only the beginning stuff and not more. So you can see the second page and the here footer section. So you have to actually add the footer section and the images and the footer sections. So this other page and the footer section, and this 1, 2, 3 numbers, so that can be added as a homework. So let me show one more step, actually how to save this as. So actually this 1, 2, 3 also you can insert as a circle here. You can tell that one, make it the same color, can make it same color like green, and just remove the, so shape outline, let's make it white, and then I can put text 1. So likewise 1, 2, 3, you can add the points over there. That is also using shapes. Here you can see 1 is this one. Then you have to keep some gap. That can be done by reducing the, or press entering into the text, or you can keep some gap in the initial stage, then just reduce.
Put the numbers.
You have to use shape. You have to use a shape. Insert, shape, circle, then put the number there inside the circle. Okay. Okay, likewise, you can just add the text and put some gap. Okay, now you can see that number 1 is there. Similar to that, you can add 2 and 3. Two and 3 can also be added like that. Okay, the final thing is how to save this document. Go to File, then go to Save As, File, and then go to Save As. Then you can use You can save this as a Word document. That is a separate story. But try to save this as Word. Word එකක් විදියටත් save කරන්න. This is grade 8 magazine or leaflet. Not only that, file save as, then use file format PDF too. This one, PDF. Then when you save as a PDF and export, later you can go and open this PDF, double click it and you can open like your book, textbook. Then no one can edit, like you can only select this looks like your workbook or your textbook. The other side also you have to develop and then you can later print this. Okay, now you know how to edit a magazine using your using Word application. When you see a magazine next day, and if you are interested in designing the same, you can use Word and try this. Because now it's not like earlier days. Now you can use MS Word to do more things, even beyond the word processing experience. Okay, then let's see you all in the next week. Not next week, actually, week after next week, after the new year. And wish you all the best and happy new year. Happy and prosperous new year for the Sinhala and Tamil New Year. So for those who are celebrating. Okay, then see you all next week. Bye. Week after next
Bye,
week.
sir. Good night, sir.
God bless you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Good night, sir.
Good night, sir.
Happy